All right, I am here at the DC booth with James Robinson, excellent writer of Earth 2. How are you, sir?
I'm well, a little hungover, but that's to be expected at a comic book convention.
Is that how you roll your Wondercons? You just like party all night the first night?
I have a reputation that I have to uphold, so yes.
I want to ask you, how does it feel to be one of the only writers at the Big Two to actually complete a story? And I'm talking about Starman, of course. How does that feel? Does that make you feel like the big dog of the company?
Well, I don't know if it makes me feel like a big dog, but it's actually an incredible sense of accomplishment that I was able to finish it, and that DC sort of respected me ending the story and closing the chapter on Jack Knight. What it does give me is, bear in mind, when I finished Starman, it was just as the internet was coming up. So I was writing all those 80 issues in a vacuum. Like nowadays, there's every week, every month, you get people commenting on what you do, and I'm not sure with the internet that I would have actually done Starman or taken it all the way.
You might have stopped because of the hacks on the internet?
Well, perhaps only, and how much more carefully we look at sales and things like that. Whereas when I was doing Starman, all I was trying to do was like the best comic book I could. So it was definitely a product of its time, which I have a great degree of satisfaction that I did, and pride, especially when people come up and say, I read this to my son and all this kind of stuff. So it's been yes, it kind of makes me feel like a big dog, but it also makes me feel very old. When 20-year-old guys say, yes, I remember reading this when I was a kid and that sort of thing, So there is that.
Well, I read it recently, so I won't say that to you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, no worries. So on Earth 2, you're kind of in your own little corner. It's just you and World's Finest. But
Yes.
you were essentially getting to create your own DC universe. Is there a feeling for yourself to feel like in certain areas you got to create certain liberties, or is it very empowering that you get to do that? How is that work?
Well, it's Earth 2, and this isn't, sorry,
No.
this isn't me, revealing any big thing, but obviously, much in the old days when there would be a crisis on two Earths, eventually they're gonna meet up. So yes, I have a lot of independence, but at the same time, I do have to be mindful that I'm moving towards this big event. So,
there's a big event.
Eventually, yeah. I mean, towards the end of next year, you're going to see something huge happen with the Earth 2 and the main Earth and everything else. So I mean, and it's interesting because I actually showed the cover to issue 13 at the DC panel yesterday, and I was saying to them like now is the time, if you're not reading Earth 2 but you are interested in the DC universe and think I don't need to read this book because it doesn't matter. The pieces are now coming together where it's all starting to matter and build towards huge things in the future. And then obviously, as the WTF cover showed, Mr. Miracle and Barda are going to be on Earth 2, and that ties in with things as well.
It's everything, yeah.
So to answer your question, yes, I have freedom, but at the same time, I do have to be mindful of the direction of the book because it is part of the DC universe.
Okay. Well, since Earth 2 is your world as much as it can be, I want to ask just rapid fire questions real quick to see how well you have thought about Earth 2 or how much you've thought about Earth 2. Okay.
Come on.
All right. On Earth 2, was there a Justice League?
No.
Okay. On Earth 2, do they like cookies or ice cream?
They prefer ice cream.
On Earth 2, what is the highest grossing movie?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Good answer. On Earth 2, is there a Green Lantern Corps?
No, absolutely not. That's very, very categorically important.
Oh. In Earth 2, was there ever New Coke?
Yes, but it was grape flavored and everyone loves it.
And just one last thing, can you give just a really quick one-word or one-sentence spoiler, since you're a great writer, I know you're going to wow us, of just a hint or a tease of what's to come, to blow our minds?
Red Arrow.
That's it. I'm here with James Robinson at Wondercon. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.